The Gobblegum feature inside Black Ops 3 Zombies is an amazing feature and should return inside Black Ops 4 and beyond. Now, before you guys all hate on that unpopular opinion, just first hear me out, because I'm not here to say that this system was the best system to ever be put into Zombies, but it would be up there. But of course it has its own problems that really mess this up for a lot of different people. That is the reason why people don't like it a lot, and one of those, and probably the biggest one, is that it's tied to microtransactions, and I don't think anybody really likes that, and personally I don't like that either. But I'm not going to judge the entire feature off of something that Activision forced on it, because the feature is really cool besides that, because you can still get it while you're playing the game and stuff like that. But it does have that problem that I can't ignore, but I'm not still going to judge the entire feature off of that, and I feel like that's what a lot of people do. And obviously there's the other problems with that really has to do with some abilities of Gobblegums, namely two of them, that'd be Power Vacuum and of course your good old Round Robin. And the thing is, I want to touch on this real quick because a lot of people hate on Round Robin, but Round Robin is something I don't like when people use for going for high rounds. I just don't like it. I mean, if they're going doing just for fun and they're completely realizing that they're using that to get to those high rounds, then that's fine and I don't mind it. But when people start, using it to kind of pretend they got to high rounds and stuff like that, that's when I have a problem with it. But I can mainly overlook what they're doing with Round Robin because it has another use also, and it really helps when people are speedrunning Easter eggs, and I think Gobblegums are so good for when you're speedrunning Easter eggs, but more on that in a little bit. But I can't say the same thing about Power Vacuum. I've been trying to think of a good reason why people would need Power Vacuum besides making your life 10 billion times easier for going for high rounds. I mean, like, it's fun to go for high rounds when you're not actually skilled at high rounds and you just use one of these instead. I mean, that's fun and all, but, or even if you are skilled, it doesn't matter. It's still fun doing this, but I don't know, it kind of messes up the experience for more people just messes up more people's experience than it does improve other people's. That's at least how I see it, but you guys can disagree with me, but I imagine most people will agree with that. But again, it has all its other problems, and this is personally the biggest problem only after the microtransaction one, is that it's just kind of hard to get liquid divinium in this game. And even after they took off the cap that slowed down, like you only get one liquid divinium per game, that was ridiculous, honestly. I'm so glad they took that out, but it's just that it still feels kind of slow to me. And personally, I guess not slow to me personally, but more for the casual audience. And this is what I dislike the most about this feature, and that's that it just is so bad because not everybody can experience how great of a feature this Gobblegum system is if not everybody's getting enough liquid divinium to get all the Gobblegums that they need to experience them in their top capacity. And that's what annoys me more than anything, is just that not everybody gets to experience this feature. Only the people who rather grind the game out, like my good self or a couple other people, or somebody who's going to dump money on the game, which I completely say not to do. But anyways, that's something that's annoyed me. And in fact, this is a real fun note real quick, is that I never really liked the Gobblegum system. I honestly hated it like most people up until DLC 3, because at first it was a trash system. That cap was awful. There was no Newton's cookbook. It was just not good. It was a bad system that I did not like, and I don't think anybody likes. But after Newton's cookbook and everything else and all the other Gobblegums were added in, I really came to like this system a lot, and that's why I'm making this video now. But just keep in mind that that's what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about the Gobblegum system as it came out originally, but how it currently exists right now. But with that, so let's actually talk about some of the reasons why I like this system so much, because I just spent most of this video just talking about the negative ones. But there's a lot of things I like about it, and one of those is that it lets you play the game in so many different ways. Like, you go back to a map having a different set of Gobblegums, it doesn't really matter what you're doing. Like, if you just want to be chill and play the game, but you don't want to have to do the grind at the start of the game just to open all the doors and get all your perks, dropping free and Perkaholic make it so much better. Like, if I just want to chill and play zombies, that's what I do, and I really like that about it, because I just want to play a chill game of zombies without having to worry about getting my perks and opening all the doors, opening the entire map. It just makes it so much better that I know I don't have to do that every single game, and it just makes it that much better for my personal experience. And it can not only be used if you want to just have a chill game. Like, if you're going to optimize your game in the best way possible to do a speed run, it just it just makes it so much better. And this is when I really fell in love with Gobblegums, is when I'm doing speedruns. And if you guys haven't attempted the speedrun, if you have the Gobblegums to do it, you guys are going to absolutely love it. It's just so cool being able to do everything so fast and so early on in the rounds. And you're just going to absolutely love it, especially Origins. If there's a map I could recommend to try this on, go jump on Origins, use all your top Gobblegums and just jump in that game. Try to get those staffs as soon as possible, especially, you know, it's probably better on co-op, but I've tried it on solo and it's still a blast. But of course, you know, it's a blast until you get to certain steps, but for the most part it's just so fun doing that, and I like it so much for that reason alone. But anyways, kind of getting off topic here, it's just I like how you could use the Gobblegums to optimize your game in the best way possible, or just chill. And also high rounds, my gosh, Gobblegums have made high rounds something I actually want to do. I never really went for high rounds in the past, so only on the, what's that map called, Mob of the Dead. That's the only map I've ever tried high rounds before Black Ops 3. Then Black Ops 3 comes around, I try every single map, Zetsubo no Shima, actually wait, I haven't tried Garage Trophy. Well, you know, all of the other ones besides Garage Trophy, I've tried all of them and I had a blast doing every single one of them, and that has to do a lot with the Gobblegums and the mixture of what's that thing called, the double pack punch. I really like that so much that it lets you optimize the game in the best way for your experience to be, whichever way you want to play the game. And the thing is, it won't take away that much from your current game, because you could still play the game just without using Gobblegums, and I do that pretty often myself. Most of my games are without Gobblegums. Well, you know, there's the normal Gobblegums, but still, I just don't use the Mega Gobblegums all that often. It's just I don't see a need for them if I'm just going to play the game for fun. If I want to have a normal zombies experience, I go and play without Gobblegums. I do that multiple times over, and it's just a blast. And another thing I want to touch on here is people that claim things are overpowered. And I know there is a level for overpowered, but for the most part in zombies, is overpowered things a bad thing? Are they really? Okay, let's think, are they really that bad of a thing? Let's think, what are people's favorite things in zombies? Well, weapons for sure. Let's think, it's the DG2 from World at War, but that was pretty overpowered. The Thunder Gun is pretty overpowered. The Apothicon Servant's pretty overpowered. The Lightning Bow, pretty overpowered. The Ice Staff, pretty overpowered, and people love these things. They like overpowered things, and I don't think that's the reason why people don't like the Gobblegums that are overpowered. The fact that they don't like it is because that they don't have them, and that's the problem with it. And I agree, that is the problem. That's why I ask for people to just be able to lower, or wait, is it lower or increase? I don't know. Just let liquid divinium be collected easier in this game. I just want it to be easier for the casual audience can also experience this, and that's what makes it so bad, because everyone loves these overpowered things in zombies because they can experience them. But if they can't and they just see everybody else doing it, it's going to make them hate it, and that was the problem. Well, I can never really experience that, but I can imagine that's what really bugs people about it. But for the most part, I don't mind if overpowered things are in zombies, unless, you know, when you're getting into competitive things, and that's mainly for high rounds. There is a line for high rounds. I do agree, some overpowered things in high rounds, like Power Vacuum. That's all I came about the. I think it's Power Vacuum. Hopefully I'm calling it the right name. I might be calling it the wrong name the entire time. Please correct me if I'm wrong, but those things just shouldn't be in the game. But for the most part, I just think that overpowered things are completely fine in zombies. Like, seriously, are the zombies going to say, quit using that overpowered Gobblegum, you're making me so mad, I don't even stand a chance against this player because he got a Gobblegum, he got the Thunder Gun, it makes me so mad. But anyways, I just don't see the really good argument for overpowered things in zombies. I've never understood it for the most part. Again, there are some exceptions, but for the most part, I love overpowered things in zombies. But the thing is I don't think they should constantly be in there. And this comes to the last thing I want to say, because I've been saying I love the overpowered things and I love optimizing the game, but at the same time, I don't want to see people with Gobblegums every single game, and that's why I think it's good that they're limited. And this is why I do think that the system half okay, and I don't want them to reach the level where everybody has 30 perkaholics every single time. I don't want it to reach that level ever. I just don't want that to happen, because who wants to jump in a game everybody's popping perkaholic? Nobody does. So I want them to still be rare, but not exactly as rare as they currently are, but not too much more either, because like I said, nobody wants to get in a game and everybody's constantly using Gobblegums, because right now the main reason I don't is because I don't want to lose my Gobblegums. I still want them. I want to use them for the situations that I want to use them for. So why would I waste them on just a normal game? And I could just imagine how annoying it would be if people are constantly using them. And I imagine a lot of people didn't watch this part in the video. They're going to tell you, they're going to start spamming the comments saying that everybody's going to be using them every single game, and it's just going to be so bad if everybody got to experience it. But hopefully they got to this part of the video and understand that I do not think that people should always have these overpowered Gobblegums at all. I don't think that's a good thing for the game at all, and that's why I think they should be rare up to a point. That's what I think that they should be doing, and that's what I kind of want to end it off. Tell me what you guys think about this whole situation. Do you guys agree with me, disagree with me? Tell me why down in the comments for either way. But if you guys did enjoy the video and left a thumbs up, subscribe, bell, shared, all that YouTube stuff, then I thank you guys so much for doing so. But I'm going to go, and I will catch you guys on my next video.